Hello, my little fluffies. Where we left off from What If Deku was a Bloodbender? He was just going to the UA entrance exam. Though he had gotten a recommendation from All Might, as well as from the main four, who were actually heroes with their bending being their quirks, Toph still recommended he take the test, but still get recommended in just to see how well he's progressed, and they all agreed. And the gang, aka the four, would be working at UA. Aang and Katara, being Aizawa's teaching assistant, and Toph and Zuko being the assistant to President Mike, so when he teaches his normal classes, and Toph being the assistant to All Might when he does his hero classes. But sometimes, since President Mike doesn't really show up much, when the hero classes come, Zuko also goes. And this is All Might. So that's really good. Okay, now we've got that out of the way, let's go. He's walking towards the building as he falls over. A girl touches him, and her name is Oshika Uraka. Sorry if I'm pronouncing the names wrong. And he says, "Oh, thank you." He's a bit more confident in this one, because his parents were confident, and he had a quirk. "Oh, thank you." He says, "What's your name?" And then Oshika says, and she's a bit thingy because she talked to a boy, and then she says, "Oh, my name is Oshika Uraka." I'm trying to do an Oshika Uraka question. Says, "Oh, thank you. What's your quirk?" "Oh, it's zero gravity. I can make things weightless and make them float." "Ooh, thanks. Can you stop me floating?" "Now I'm on the ground, can you stop me floating?" "Oh, sure." And she taps them again. And then she goes, "Release!" Says, "Thank you." Says, "Well, see you in the exams, I guess. By the way, that is not going to be the ship, because I don't want to be basic. So, pick a random girl. That probably goes with it. Momo, because she's a strong and independent woman, you can't say otherwise. And she also reminds me of Katara in a weird way. So yeah. Here we go. They go into the UA entrance exam. President Mike, along with Zuko, explain the entrance exam. And Zuko says, Hey Zuko. And then Zuko introduces himself. Everyone says, "Who's that?" And says, "Oh, hi, Zuko here." And they realize who it is, and since he's here on this. He says, let's just say that. Oh, and you know, what's his name? Sokka? He's going to be assistant to Vlad King. So we're not really going to get much of him. But we will see him soon. And he's also assistant to Midnight. And Suki there I do. So she's also assistant to Midnight. And he says, "Hi Zuko." "Hi Uncle Zuko." Because Zuko and Toph. He says, "Hi Uncle Zuko." Because they basically consider each other sisters and brothers and whatnot. Except for Suki and Sokka. They consider themselves in a relationship. He says, "Oh, hi Zuko." And then they do the practical, written exam, which she does pretty well. And then we've got the practical exam. And then when they walk in, he says, "Go, go, go!" And they quickly run him. Before that, there was a little grass when they came in, so he quickly... By the way, before he went into the building to do the exams and whatnot, he took a bit of water from the grass outside. So yeah, that's the thing. So he does have a bit of water on him. He's quickly making water icicles and quickly shooting him. And then impaling the robots. Then bringing the water back. So as it shoots as water, he quickly turns it to ice. Yeah, he's good. And they go again. And he does the same thing over and over. Until there is robots there. So what he does is he quickly bloodbends Udaraku, who's under the rock, to get out. Then he quickly destroys it, taking all his water and quickly making a giant ice blast icicle, destroying the robot through. Then turning it all back into water. But he only gets one more 3-pointer robot and gets Udaraku to Recovery Girl before President Mike says stop. Now, you all know that he's going to get in because he's recommended. But if you didn't know that, so they did it as a surprise. So when All Might popped up, said, "Hey, you got in for recommendations, but since you did do the test, let me inform you, you got tapped." Let's just say the whole gang, including Suki, our assistants to President Mike, Vlad King, Midnight, and Aizawa. Oh, and All Might, if I haven't said that. So yeah. It says, "And your parents, as well as I, will be working at UA. And also, you didn't use my power yet, but I expect you to use it soon. Bye-bye. And welcome to Your Hero Academia." And he's so happy, and everyone just hugs him, saying that they're so proud. Katara and Aang are the most emotional of all of them. Like, Suki, Yue, aka the Moon Spirit, who is appearing in her human form, but like in her spirit human form. The four in the gang, and Suki, were all just hugging him and thinking, so proud. But Katara, Sokka, and Aang are the most emotional. So, he arrives at UA, and he arrives to see Ide yelling at Bakugo that he has his feet on the desk. And he bloodbends Bakugo so he gets his feet off the desk. And Ida thanks him and says that he's a way better student than I am to figuring out another thing on the test. And he says, "Thanks, but you did pretty good too." And walks off. Aizawa walks in. Aizawa, let's pick one of them. Aang and Katara walk in. Aizawa says, "If you're here to socialize, you may as well leave." The gang all walking with Aizawa. So that means Suki, not the moon. So Suki and the rest of the gang, minus the moon spirit, are walking in, and Aizawa says, if you're here to socialize, then you may as well just leave. And he says, "Hi Mum, hi Dad," to Katara. And then says, Ivo is also a hero in this, but we're gonna see him when the assistants are All Might. He says, "Oh, "Hi, Uncle Sokka." And he says, "Hi, Aunt Toph." "Hi, Uncle Zuko." And he's like, "What, Uncle?" And it says like, "Sokka is my uncle, my real uncle. Aang and Katara, my mum and dad." And then he explained that since they're so close, they just call each other uncle or aunt. They said, okay. And they're all very surprised. But he says, but then he says, "Enough of the jibber jabber. Get your gym uniforms on and do the correct apprehension test." And he says, "There you go, throw the ball." And he says, okay. Takes a bit of moisture from the air, knowing what he's about to do. He quickly throws the ball, makes a wall of water, then turns it into ice, and then pushes the ice to make a little wall, and then it slants it, pushing the ball forward. And he gets like 100 meters, which the class is amazed. But then Uraraka gets infinity, so yeah. He gets top scores in almost all of them, except the ball throw, and they are very, very impressed. I think we can cover the hero exam before I gotta finish, because 15-minute time limit. The next day, All Might, Iroh, and Aang walk in, saying it's time for their hero exam. And they said, "Put on your costumes." Now, since he's not an All Might fanboy in this one, he'll be pretty much wearing what this guy in the photo is wearing. So pretty much that. But a bit more thick, like the Water Tribe's clothes. Then Momo gets paired up with him, and he has to fake Bakugo and random Koda, why not? Here in Momo Heroes, Bakugo and Koda. Not Kota, but like the ones who can speak to animals are the villains. Now he knows what he has to do. They both run up to find the bomb, and immediately, and they say, and he says to Ochika, "I'll distract him while you get the bomb. So you need to float yourself." When they get up there, he quickly bloodbends the both of them. Them not unable to get out of his grip. And then Ochika floats herself to the bomb, and All Might says the heroes win. Katara says to Izuku not to use that much because it's very, very immoral. And he says, "Okay, Mum." And I think that's where we're going to leave it. I'm going to probably be finishing the end of the series by the end of today, so yeah. Maybe tomorrow, yeah. But it's the end of the video, so bye, my little fluffies.